Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I am trying a filming style that one of my cramped quarters. I am trying a filming style that one of my subscribers requested. You can see here, this is Dana. This is one of the cats that I guess you could say I rescued, but what really happened was her owner lost her job, and I have to take care of her now because she is an emotionally ill kitty, and her owner has left her with me for a couple of years now, so I think she's my cat. And if you cannot tell, I am reviewing The Fourth Kind, which is a 2009 film featuring Mila Jovovich. It is a semi-found footage film that is designed to make you believe that it is part documentary. Fear not, it is not documentary. It is, I am almost entirely sure, a fiction of someone's imagination, but it is, for a certain point, quite compelling as a fiction of someone's imagination. And I mean, let's face it here. Amelia Jovovich is a interestingly shaped woman, and I'm sure if any alien were going to probe someone's rear section, it would be her. But she plays a psychologist who practices hypnotism out there in Alaska, where people are seeing a white owl all over the place at night. It's bothering them, it's affecting their productivity. So they're saying, what's going on with this white owl? And she's trying to get to the bottom of it. And, spoiler alert, because you can see on the poster here, it's aliens. And a lot of great things in this movie, a lot of really wonderful moments. The plot is a little so-so, breaks down at the end, and you do not see Mila Jovovich in her classic white covering in an observation room like with many of your Resident Evil or your Fifth Element movies. Now, does that make this a bad film? No, I mean, she is a pretty lady. I didn't mind seeing her. The characters that also inhabit this particular world are interesting enough. It is something of a frustrating movie because of the strength of the villain. And I mean, how do you truly fight the villain when they're that strong? And this is something that kind of turns me off to the movie because the rules here are not quickly established, and the methodology for defeating the baddie is never clearly defined. So that's one of those things about horror movies, and this is a horror movie, is that you want a audience member to know where they stand within the film, to be able to sort of get their bearings by the end. And that was never what I felt with this movie. There were characters where I was like, okay, I connect with that character, I feel for that character. Terrible things happen in this movie, things that I would be afraid of, things that would give me nightmares for the rest of my life. However, in the end, I don't feel it wraps up in a way that tells me that these are truly beings from another world doing research and having no care for us as humans. It's wrapped up in a way that tells me this is a movie that was written for dramatic effect. So again, not a bad little horror film. I would say that really you should watch this film if you're a horror head. Definitely if you're a fan of the genre, and in fact, put it on your watch list, but kind of way down on your watch list, because it's not a bad film at all. I am a tough critic. I realize that. This is not a bad movie by any means. And I don't know if I can give you the IMDb. It's a 5.9 on your IMDb, which is not a bad score, really, for a horror movie. if we could look at something a little more close to home. Yeah, Doolittle is getting a 5.6. That movie is not good. But Birds of Prey is getting a 6.8. That's getting moderate reviews. Jumanji got a solid 7. So if you liked Jumanji, chances are you're going to sort of like The Fourth Kind. A better example would be okay. The Turning, which I personally hated, got a 3.7 so far. And that could change in the future. You can't see that at all, can you? No, you can't. But The Turning got a 3.7, and that movie stunk. Absolutely stunk. So you can see that in the range of passable movies is The Fourth Kind. It's not an absolutely wonderful movie. It's not going to change your life, but if you have the time, I guess that makes it a watch it if you're bored film. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, so I'm Richard. This has been another segment of Random Street Theater. And why don't you tell me what you think in the comments down below? And I will continue to be overkidded. Oh, I'm such a crazy cat, man.
Hello there. This is El Mouso Fabuloso, and I would just like to say, have you noticed how ridiculously sexy Richard is? Well, yes, he is sexy, and he is helping the environment, promised to take a pound of trash out of the ocean through the company 4Ocean. Once he's monetized for every 1,000 subscribers he gets. He's already paid for 2 pounds, and as I film this, not even 2,000 subscribers and not monetized. So he is just an absolutely fabulous, sexy man. And you lucky dog, you can make him even more sexy by commenting and liking this video and giving him that thumbs up, and then subscribing and letting everybody know how absolutely sexy he is. Let's make Richard the sexiest man on earth, because we all know he is already. All right, we all know he deserves that. So yes, oh, so sexy. Comment, like, subscribe. I'm sexy too. Sexy in blue.